and welcome to my Scooter Adventures. In this episode I'm looking out to send automated distress messages on the iPhone. Get yourself a cup of coffee, chocolate biscuits, sit back as it's a long one. This process could save your life one day. This is episode 2 of 3. And welcome back to my Scooter's Adventures, and in my Living Aid series that is designed to show you things and shortcuts and tricks that will make your life a little easier living independently. And you may recall in episode 1 of the SMS alert system to make it easier to alert the emergency services, and the SMS 999 relay is primarily designed to help people of hard of hearing, deaf and mute. But I believe it's also an invaluable resource for people with additional needs who find it extremely difficult to communicate with the emergency services. And by using shortcuts on an iPhone, you can have predetermined alert messages set up for the emergency services. But yeah, I can hear people saying, but there is a shortcut on the iPhone to alert the emergency services. But if you've got communication difficulties, it's not that useful. And the shortcut is this power button here. We press it 5 times in quick succession. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. We can turn the phone off, we can look at the medical ID, and we can send or put a call into the emergency services by sliding that across. So I won't do it because it will automatically dial the emergency services as well. So how do we set up SMS alert in shortcuts? So follow me on your phone and we'll set up an alert together. So the first thing you want to do is open the Shortcuts app. And this is it. This is what you will be greeted by. So first, when you open the app, you need to select the plus. And then you are greeted by a few other options. So we'll just zoom it in a bit. So what you want to select is send a text message. And then we are greeted with this field. So what I do is the most likely event will be a fall. So let's set up an automatic alert for falls. So send message, click that, and now you can add a message that you wish to send in your message. Bearing in mind, you got to keep it short and to the point and get the most critical data in the message. So I'll use an example name and address in this message. So first thing we need to do is put SOS in capitals. So it's clear you need help. Save our souls. You might want to use the word Mayday. I leave that to your discretion. So now we got that in, you want to say what has happened, and instead of typing it out, we can use the voice dictation. Bearing in mind, voice dictation can get things wrong. So make sure it says what you think it says. So let's give it a go. I have had a fall and I'm unable to get up. I think I have broken my leg, as I can see a bulge in my lower leg. I have severe pain. I need medical assistance. So here, as you can see, we said SOS. You said what's happened. I have had a fall. You're also telling them you weren't able to get up. You got pain, and the way you tell you broken your bone is you try and get up and it's excruciating pain. If the bone's sticking out, you put, I have an open fracture of the lower left or right leg. You can put your pain is on a score of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, 1 not that painful, is well, so very basic. You're telling them you need medical help. If you set one up, if you got heart difficulties, you will put, for instance, I have centralised chest pains in the arm, jaw and back as well. So you're telling them where it is, you give them a few symptoms as well. Then put after that, I think I am having a heart attack. I have an history of state your condition, or I have had previous heart attacks, or I have had 4 previous heart attacks, something like that. As well, I need immediate medical help as well. Bearing in mind, an heart attack, you'll get help quicker, or breathing, like asthma attacks, and a fall. If you fall and you have an open fracture of the lower leg, open fracture is where the bone has penetrated the skin and is sticking out as well. So we got that, and if you send it, pointless. You forgot one critical piece of information. Where do the emergency services come from? Because if you haven't registered your cell phone number, they will not know who you are or where you are. So like I say, I'm going to use an example name and location. So here it goes. John Doe, 999 Medical Avenue, Ambulance Town, County, Postcode. And there you told him your name and your address. And if you register for Pegasus, please see previous videos to how to register for Pegasus, especially if you're in the county of Nottinghamshire, or should say the county of Nottinghamshire. It may be available in other counties. So if you're on Pegasus, put that on. It will allow them to access other critical information about your medical or any further help you may need. So, my Pegasus number is 000. Please contact Nottinghamshire Police Force Control Room for further information. So there, if you've gone out of the county of Nottinghamshire, say to Lincolnshire, to the coast for the day, gone into Derbyshire, for instance, they may be unfamiliar with what Pegasus is, because it's important to bear in mind Pegasus is also used for another police operation to do with anti-terrorism, if that policy is still in force. So you could be talking about Pegasus and the officer could be thinking you're talking about something else. So it's very clear to say my Pegasus number is and to contact Nottinghamshire Force Control Room for further information. So yeah, register to report Police Force Control Room there, so they know what it is. And if you know the Force Control Room telephone number, like 01559 and whatever the rest of it is, that will give them a bit of help. But the emergency services will have a quicker number to get through to the right person. So what we done in this message, so we put in SOS. We told them what the problem is. We've told them what we would like, what help we would like. We told them our name, address, and we told them we are on Pegasus. So then we go back up here and we'll click done. And yeah, forget done for that step. You can come down here now and recipients. So we put in there who we would like it to be sent to. So we've got one set up for 999. I have got it slightly out of the way, so just cover up private numbers. So I set one up as Zidu, I think it was. No, Zcan is, well, so there we go. And that's who it will go to. But obviously, you will put in SMS 999. So you save that as a contact after registering. So you put SMS 999. Save it as a contact. Makes this stage easier. And when you get a text message from them, it will show up as MSS 999. But it's probably a good idea before you register, as your phone will start identifying and associating 999 with the SMS system as well. So yeah, you can put all your family names in there, so more than one person will be notified. So once you got your contacts in, you want to be notified, you click done. So as you can see, we've got a message, address, and who we are sending it to. So now the next step, which is important, is here, so you know what it is. Click the drop down menu. We want to rename for broken leg. So you can see there, I said fall, but it thinks I said fall. So we're just going to here and we change this word. So there we go, we've done. So we've got the name of what this automated message is. So for broken leg. You can have a one for just a generalized fall. So we choose our icon. So go to this other side, just select your colour, green for paramedics. You can have red for fire engine and blue for police, or choose whatever colour you want, but red associated with fire, blue for police, and green as in the green suits the paramedics wear. So we do that, and we look down here for an ambulance or a Red Cross or something associated with medical. Ambulance. So we got the Red Cross, or in America it's called EMS, Emergency Medical Service. So we'll try EMS, Emergency Medical Service, nothing. So we can try paramedics. Paramedics. Nothing. Ambulance. And there we go. And we have selected it as it, taking it. There we go. So you can see there, it's got a green background and a cross. Click done. And there we go. You've now got a shortcut set up. So you want this to go automatic when you press it. So we need to do another important step. So the next step to get this to work automatically is we need to press this little button. And for those who are observant, you can see I've just changed the text field slightly. Put please, and just notice it says please. So like I say, if you're using the dictation, be very careful. So this little icon here, press this. And this will be like this. The green will be showing. What you want to do is turn it off. This will allow it to work automatically. So once you got that turned off, you press done. And we've got the 4 there, saying you broke your leg. Bear in mind, I have turned the phone off. It is in airplane mode, so it will not go out to anyone. So we've got to press it because we're a 4 and think we broke our leg. There we go, it is sent. There's my confirmation it has failed because it's not connected. So once we got it set up in the shortcut app, we'll click this to go back in. Then we go back into the top. Yeah, so what we want to do now, look, is go down with the drop down menu, look, add to home screen. And we've got all our colours, what we selected earlier, and add. And now it's added to the home screen. As you can see, it has taken place on the home screen, but it is there a bit too small. We want it a bit bigger, don't we? So we hold it down and we can edit the home screen, but we don't want to do that. We press in the centre of the screen. Now we get edit. Click edit. We want to add a widget. And we'll scroll down to shortcuts. And there we go. There we go. Do it again, a bit slow for you. There we can see the icon we want. So that's the size it will be. Click add. And we can see the size difference in the app. So just to show you it will work, there is the notification it has failed. And then we can get rid of this small one, say room. So there we got our first notification or icon to send automated message. So let's set another one up for another scenario. So we have gone back to the shortcuts app. So we press that and open it. And this is where we need to select add again. Add. So here we want to send a message. And message field. So we have a kitchen fire this time for a different emergency service. So we'll do that. SOS. Save our souls. I have a fire in the kitchen. I am unable to put the fire out. I am trapped and unable to get out of the house. There is a simple message. You said fire. You said it's in the kitchen. You're telling them you're trapped. You could put we have it set up so she's in the kitchen, and it's a kitchen where there's no escape route. You say trapped in the kitchen. If you have one done like this with a bedroom, and there's a fire downstairs, you'll put there's a fire downstairs and you're not able to get out. And that tells the fire service what to send to your location as well. And by saying you're trapped upstairs or trapped in a bungalow, you'll get the right help. So again, as we know, it's no good telling them what your problem is and what you need if they don't know where to go. And if you haven't registered your mobile phone number, they'll know someone needs help somewhere, but unfortunately, they'll have no idea where to send it. So again, we'll use an example. John Doe, 999 Smoke Street, Firetown, County, postcode. My Pegasus number is 000. And like I say, if you don't know what Pegasus is, look at my video where I explain Pegasus. What Pegasus is, should I say. And basically, it's pre-registered information with the police, which you share with the fire and ambulance. So if you've got complex needs and you need specific help, it's already on the computer. So we put our Pegasus number here. Example number is 000. And in case it goes to another fire service outside of your county and they are unfamiliar with Pegasus, because like I previously stated, Pegasus is also another operational name for anti-terrorism. And Derbyshire could have a similar system, but it is called something else. So we told them what our number is, but we need to tell them how to access this in case they're unfamiliar. Please contact Nottinghamshire Police Force Control Room for further information. And the most information, or the most detailed information, this pre-programmed text message is important. It saves messages going backwards and forwards in case you only have one shot at getting the message out. So you told them it's SOS. You told them you have a fire. You told them where it is. You told them you are trapped. It's, well, maybe have it trapped in the kitchen, but you want it a bit uniformed as well. You could say, I have a fire and I'm trapped. But by stating kitchen, you're telling them it's more likely going to be in the cooker or chip pan as well. So we told them what the emergency is. You told them we are trapped. And they will know by saying you got a fire, they will need the fire service. So we told them the name, we told them our address, the town, the county and the postcode. That is technically all what will be needed. But so they can get additional information on your needs, disabilities, etc. And in case you need an ambulance, we have told them our Pegasus number. We also told them to contact Nottinghamshire Police for further information in case they are unfamiliar with the Pegasus service. So now we need to tell it where to send. So click recipient. I'll just move it out of the way so we don't see private information. And there we go. We've got the name there. And obviously here you will put the SMS 999. That is the most important one, so you get the help. You can also put some loved ones as well, so they will get the message at the same time. So we got all that information on. So now we need to return to this drop down menu. Oh, before we do that, get here, another important step. So click this one. As you can see, this green switch is enabled. And if that is enabled, you have to click send after. We don't want to do that. We want it to go the first time we press the icon. Turn this switch to the off position. That is important for it to work. At time of recording and with the current version of shortcuts, it's important to always check the automations work. And so we turn it off. There we go. And when you go to test them, make sure you turn off your phone, the internet, put it into plane mode, and then you get an error message saying unable to send. Then you will need to go into your messages, and as you set up a contact called 999, it will be group messages. So you can just go in, slide across, delete all for 999 as well. And if your family know it's being tested, they will not put the backup call into the fire service. So your next stage, so we know what it is for. Drop down, we want to change the icon. And as it's fire, we'll use red. And we'll put fire. Whoops, press wrong letter. F-I-R-E for fire. And there are a few of the things we can choose from. So put the icon as a fire. Click done. So as you can see there, we have now got a red icon which says fire. And we click done. And there we go. We got the fire. But it just says send message free. So we did. So that might not know. You might not remember what message free is for. So we go back in to this. We go back down into the drop down menu. We'll click rename. So we put fire. And we know it's going to be in the kitchen. And put trapped. And there we go. Fire. Kitchen trapped. And you got another one. Fire trapped. What previously done. We got the four broken legs. So we got all these alternative messages. And we've got one there for asthma. Whoops, it's called my personal one for when I have an asthma attack. And we got the panic alarm here. So, panic alarm. If someone's trying to get into your house and you have smart speakers around the house, you can do this. It might not work because it's not connected to the internet, but we'll give it a go. I press it, and if it works, we get a very loud sound. There we go, code failed. So we'll turn it on to the internet. And keeping a very close eye on it, it doesn't accidentally send out any emergency messages. So we're going to press the panic alarm. So we pressed it once, and as it's still connected to the internet, there we go, that is loud. So we have to say, Siri, stop. Hey Siri, stop. And there we go. It has stopped the panic alarm. And as your phone will be already woke up, when you use this, it will not have to look for the network. So as we're testing, we'll turn all that off again, so we're able to test safely. So now we know it works. As we tested that, and we got the text message failed. So the next step, we want this to appear on our own screen. So we go back into the drop down menus, go down to this one, add to home screen. So bear in mind, you get about 4 to 6 on. So your most important ones you could have on one page or 2 pages. It's up to you. This will be to meet your needs. So add to home screen, press once. You can create your icon again. Is well showing you what it will look like. You got your name, fire trapped. You can put any title. So for instance, if you have this as the panic button to alert a family you're in trouble or the police, you put fire game or Fireman Sam, something like that. What makes it look like a game, and you will know that Fireman Sam is really an SOS to the police that you need help as well. Basically, worst case scenario, someone's in and you need to send it, and if you see you playing with your phone, they look at it, and Fireman Sam game, that one, and you sent your message as well, a bit covertly as well. So we want to click add now as well. So like I say, you can set up loads of these automated text messages. And there we go, it's good to be on the home page. So as we can see, we've got the 4-1, we got fire trapped. You can leave them this side, you'll get more on, but the big ones are a bit easier if you're fumbling as well. So we need to press the screen now to enlarge it. So we got the, I think they call it this mode, the jiggle mode, because everything's wobbling. So we click edit, and we need to click add widget, and we continue down to find shortcuts. There we go. We've got shortcuts. Click that. As you can see, straight away, we've got a large icon. We click add, and straight away we now got our big fire, that one. But obviously you can put a uniform one out saying basically there's a fire and you're unable to get out, issue bedridden, for instance, as well. So you put your bedbound, there's a fire, I need immediate help from the fire service. Keep it short and to the point, and get the critical information in. So you're not having to send a text back to you and you're having to type it out. The idea behind this is you considered the most likeliest things that could happen, and you pre-have all these up. So if you fall a lot, you have one stop for falls. You have a uniform one for the fire. You could have one for the police, saying someone's trying to gain entry to your property as well, and you need immediate police assistance as well. And your name, your full address is, well, because this 999 relay won't be based in your county. It could go out of county, so it's very important for them to know which county they need to send the help to. And it will save you a lot of time in the long run, taking that slightly more time. So there we go, we have got 2 automations. So just double check it's all off. There we go, look, it's in bedtime mode, it's airplane, and we know everything's off, so we'll test it. So press it again, there we go, it's gone. We've got message failed to send. There we go. And as I've not got 999 in it at the moment, we know it's not got to go to the emergency services. And just want to check it, why it's been set up. Just have the one number or the person that's with you, and you know it works. So you know it's worked, you checked it with a loved one's phone, so you want to add 999. So we'll go back into edit widget, fire kitchen trapped. So we're now back into this menu, one I'm not familiar with. So my shortcuts, there we go. We've got fire trapped. So the time has come now to add 999 to your automation, because you know it's worked, because we just tested it with the loved one's phone. So we go back into the message. So here we go down to send message to, so we need to add some more names. So there, look, we can add the names manually from the keyboard, but we want to add 999. And there we go. As you can see, apologies about that, hit the camera. Please 99 text. It's already in my device, so we click that. And there, straight away, as you can see, we've got the list of the people it's going to. So Zcam, that's a family member for test. Because it's got a fake number in, it ain't going to go anywhere. Is, well, whilst testing. But like I say, if you got a second phone yourself, you can send it to yourself. Or a family member who's up on your stick up. Check it with those. And when you know it works, we just go back into this and start adding numbers. So you could add another one. We'll do a couple of random numbers. Return. And there we got some more numbers. So again, random numbers and return. And as you can see, we can add numerous numbers. And there we go. All the numbers that we've added to this automation are present now as well. So it will go to all these numbers at the same time, and you can have a secondary part put in where you could instruct it to dial out to 39's voice, but this is aimed at technically a silent message going out to the emergency services, and one press can do it all as well. And for the elderly, vulnerable people, people living with disabilities, they might get confused, might not be able to remember all the information. And as we put the critical information in this text message, and there, so you can also add there, after Pegasus, please contact whoever for further information. So son, daughter, mother, father, that one friend, as well. So they got an alternative person they can contact if you're unable to speak, give their information. You've got someone else they can contact as well. And as you told them, Pegasus, they will check Pegasus and get your next of kins from Pegasus as well. So yeah, vital tool, Pegasus, in our arsenal as well. And when we get confused, you already told the police your basic information, and all you need to tell them is Pegasus and your number. They might ask you to confirm your name, and the rest of your medical information, your help and support you need is on the police system. It is encrypted as well. So a good little tool. And like I say, this is how you do your shortcuts. And yep, you can have numerous ones set up in the shortcuts app itself. They're numerous on the home screen, like this. And all then we got to do is, if you're prone to falls and it's just a fall, we can't get up, and if you know you broke your leg, you used a broken leg. If you just had a fall and can't get up, you press the one, that one. So you just press that again. As you can see, it's failed. And not press the fire one because we added 999 into that. I'll delete that after this. So, any questions on the Shortcut app or other tricks, do leave a message and I'll get back to you at the earliest opportunity as well. And if you want another video on a shortcut like this for any other situation, leave me a comment and I'll try and figure out a way for you to do it. And you don't have to be for the emergency services. It could be a basic message to a family member as well. You're going out on the mobility scooter. I'll let you know when I'm back. And you sent it as well. But with the iPhone, if you've got one and your family's got iPhones, you can use the app, what's called Find My Friend. And I can't show you that because it'll show where my friends are. And for legal reasons, data protection, my friend's privacy, I can't show you. But basically, you get a map. Your friends can see where you are, and you can see where they are. And trust me, Find My Friends is the best thing you can use and set up. When I've been out on my mobility scooter, I broke down once and had to call my friends who were on standby to come and help me if I got into problems. They came out, they used the Find My Friends app, and they told me it took them right to the side of me as well. And that's been used several times in a real emergency situation where I was stranded due to the scooter breaking down, and it works. But if you've got the insurance with Marks Bake Limited of Grantham for your mobility scooter, they use the what 3 words to locate you. So install the what 3 words app and learn how to use it. And like I say, it should break down Mark Bates Limited Recovery Service, which is part of the insurance, will ask you for that what 3 words so they could come out and rescue you and get you home. Same if you need to contact the emergency services when you're out and you have to put a manual call in. Again, open the what 3 words, try and remember the 3 words, and on connecting to the police, ambulance or fire, you tell them what the 3 words are, and they'll be able to get to you within a few meters. It's supposed to be that good, and as I've not used what 3 words in the real world, I cannot confirm how good it is, but I can tell you, Find My Friends by Apple works perfectly. It has been used in a real world situation where I've got into difficulties on my scooter, and the ability about the What's My Friend app, or Where's My Friend, sorry, is they are with you, but you are living independent. So they could be in town and you're going in and out of the shops, doing your own shopping, and if you need them, you can have a box you can press. I need some help, can you come to me? And they know where you are because of the Where's My Friend app via Apple, or Find My Friend, should I say, as well. So another tip there for another automated message. Other apps may be available. I'm only familiar with the Apple one, as that's all I need and all I've used as well. And yeah, for your friends, you could use the what 3 words, and it'll get them close enough as well. So hope you've enjoyed this episode of My Mobility Scooters Adventures, looking at living aids tip and how to use modern day technology to help you live independently. And in the next episode, episode 3, I'm going to look at this little device. Yeah, it is a very small phone, and just cover up that telephone number. I might put a blur there on, with a hidden secret. Find out what this hidden secret does in the next episode of Living Aids, looking at the SMS alert system. And yeah, spoiler alert, this is a very good device. It was what we got for Dad because he had dementia, and yeah, it was used again in the real world, so I know it works. But also, when they have dementia, they could accidentally press the red button as well. So bear that in mind. Apologies about that, hit the camera. So bear it in mind. If it will automatically go to 999 as well via text, it could cause 1 or 2 problems. So maybe that red button is best to go to the families and friends. But I'll go through that in my next episode of My Mobility Scooters Adventures, looking at the SMS relay and living aids, and how to use the relay system with smartphones and old burner phones. They still work and they are basic. So that's it. See you in the next episode, and enjoy the rest of the day.